doing it. However, what I am saying, actually, people live with the dogma. This is a small video I am making. People live with the dogma. If you live with the dogma, you can't. What I can say, you can't get away from that. You have to review it. You have to retrieve yourself, right? Dogma means a principle, set of principles you are living with of something, right? So yesterday incident, for example, you would need high amount of money, right? So you will need high amount of money. So your manager do not accept it, but there are some, at least he can make some compromising. But people never compromise. This is the problem in this world. Most of the people, they don't want to compromise. They don't want to change their principles. They don't want to change their practices. They don't want to change their ideas. They are not willing to accept the changes. If they are willing to accept the changes, they would have to change so many things, so many infrastructures, so many things, so many dogmas, so many principles. They want to change themselves, right? Sometimes we say, I have a principle. I don't want to change my principle. I don't want to change myself. I am this kind of person. What do you mean, I? Who is I? Who is I? What you call as I? I am, right? We are having it atomic and subatomic particles, and we are having a soul or whatever it's we call in Sri Lanka called Vijnana. So how can you change yourself? And this is the problem, which is mostly people. If you talk about the conflict management also, conflict starting with the differentiates, the disagreement, right? And also initial differences, right? Initial differences of the people. So this is actually what my point is. If you have a self-efficacy, if you have a self-dogma, and if you are not bonding into any kind of a dogma or any kind of a philosophy or any kind of theory, if you have a broader mind, if you are, for example, if I am think out of the box, out of the framework, and if I know who I am, and if I know what is blissing and ecstasy, I am willing to accept the changes with some kind of disciplines and principles. I can be a successful person. This is the biggest problem with, for example, with you. You have a bad habit. I will keep on telling you, right? But you don't want to get rid of it. Why? Because your addiction. Addiction is only the thoughts, mind and the thoughts only. Addiction is nothing with we need actions. We do not want to speak only. We need some kind of actions in our life. But most of the people, they never want to change their life or change the company or whatever it is. If I know my duty, if I know my responsibility to my family, to myself, to society, to my country, and to this dunya, this world. So if I know properly who I am and what I am doing, through my perspectives and through my channel, through my principles, through my job, through my responsibility, through the way which I go and give something to somebody, to others, without expect nothing, with expect of nothing. Remember, with expect of nothing. Nobody will do with expect of nothing, anything. This is humans. We give something to somebody and we expect at least something. Why the Muslims, they make dua? Why the Christians, they make dua? Wishes, right? Why the Christians and Catholics, for example, they go to the church, confess. We also make confess. Sometimes we make dua. Inshallah, Allah will forgive us like this. People make, and why the people are doing like this? What is this? What is the matter? What is the story? What is the reality behind on that? Basically, the basic problem is people wants to make action, but people, okay, this thing I did it, finished. They entertain themselves, but which is something far from the reality, right? If you want to change something yourself, if you want to change the situations, first accept the challenge, find the root cause, and preventive actions. Prevention is better than cure. Preventive actions should be taken, and improve your self-efficacy and improve yourself. How to improve, right? First think, take a piece of paper and write down what I am and who I am and what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do, like this. Then slowly you will improve yourself. Otherwise, it is very difficult to change. We have to change. See, for example, some situation comes, how you face to these situations. To face these situations, you have to make kind of a, you can say, kind of audit. What is the kind of audit? You take a piece of paper, write the facts, write the root causes and how to prevent of those things, right? Make a list every day. What I will be doing in my future, what I will be after few years, after 10 years, after 15 years, after 20 years, if I am living, right? So improve the self-efficacy, improve yourself. This is the most important, right? So don't make anything, just talk only, make actions. Actions will change the world, will change the human society. Give something to the world and give something to yourself. If you want to, there are enough of time that you had spent in your life to change yourself. If you don't change today, you will not change tomorrow also. This is my advice to you today.